The Most High is very particular and peculiar, meaning you can't worship him any way that you want. You must worship him exactly according to what he says. I know someone is going to look back at my videos one day and say that this guy has such a negative view of the Bible. But in truth, I express exactly what I read, as it is written. I don't try to put a spin on it, as others do. They try to make the Bible sound like a Marvel movie, or they put their own ideas into it. And the way they convey themselves is that the Most High is so desperate for their praise and their worship that they can give it to him the way they want. But I can assure you, it doesn't work that way. You must worship him according to what he says. It's the reason why we read the Bible all the way through for ourselves, that we don't get someone else's view and someone else's spin. Let's read 1 Chronicles 13:1. And David consulted with the captains of thousands and hundreds, and with every leader. And David said unto all the congregation of Israel, If it seem good unto you, and that it be of the Most High our Elohim, let us send abroad unto our brethren everywhere that are left in the land of Israel, and with them also the priests and the Levites which are in their cities and suburbs, that they may gather themselves unto us. And let us bring again the ark of our Elohim, for we inquired not at it in the days of Saul. And the congregation said that they would do so, for the thing was right in the eyes of all the people. So now David is deciding that it's time to bring the ark of the Most High back to his possession, where he is in the city of David. And he sends letters out to the people of Israel that this is what they're going to do. And all the people are one mind and one heart now to bring the ark back to Israel. He wants to bring the ark, and everybody's doing according to their own ideas and their own thoughts. Verse 4. And all the congregation said that they would do so, for the thing was right in the eyes of the people. So David gathered all Israel together, from Shihor of Egypt even unto the entering of Heman, to bring the ark of Elohim from Kirjath Jearim. And David went up, and all Israel, to Bela, that is, to Kirjath Jearim, which belonged to Judah, to bring up thence the ark of Elohim of the Most High, that dwelleth between the cherubims, whose name is called on it. And they carried the ark of Elohim in a new cart, and out of the house of Abinadab and Uzza, and Ahio drave the cart. So they bring this ark. It was in the house of Abinadab, and they get it a brand new cart. They built something brand new for it, all according to what they thought. Verse 8. And David and all Israel played before the Most High with all their might, and with all their singing, and with all their harps, and with psalteries, and with timbrels, and with cymbals, and with trumpets. And when they came unto the threshing floor of Chidon, Uzza put forth his hand to the ark, for the oxen stumbled. And the anger of the Most High was kindled against Uzza, and he smote him, and because he put his hand to the ark, and there he died before the Most High. The oxen stumbled that were carrying the ark, and Uzza put his hand to stabilize the ark, and the Most High struck him down dead. It didn't matter how much they were praising the Most High. It didn't matter how much they were singing, playing instruments. They were not doing things according to what the Most High had written. So he struck Uzza down because he broke the commandment according to the ark. Your praise and worship does not matter unless you're doing it according to the right way that the Most High has instructed us to do. You're wasting time. Verse 11. And David was displeased with the Most High that had made a breach upon Uzza, wherefore the place is called Perez Uzza unto this day. And David was afraid of Elohim that day, saying, How shall I bring the ark of Elohim unto me? So David brought not the ark home to himself to the city of David, but carried it aside into the house of Obed-Edom the Gittite. And the ark of Elohim remained with the family of Obed-Edom in the house 3 months. And the Most High blessed Obed-Edom and all that he had. So David didn't want to take any more chances, because he knew he had done something wrong. And he was extremely upset about what happened, because he knew it was his fault. It's a must that we read the scriptures all the way through and learn and do things as we read it, according to what we read, and not to interject our own ideas, even though they may seem good to us. Hebrews 8, verse 5. Who serve unto the example and shadow of heavenly things, as Moses was admonished of Elohim when he was about to make the tabernacle. For see, said he, that thou make all things according to the pattern showed thee in the mount. In Hebrews, it's talking about Exodus 25, when Moses was about to make the Ark of the Covenant, and he's being warned by the Most High, make sure you make it according to what I showed you. When he was up in the mountain for 40 days and for 40 nights, the Most High told him many things that day. But now the Most High is warning him again, make sure you make it exactly as I told you. Don't interject your ideas. Don't ask for someone else's advice, though they may seem good. It was specific instructions. Everything that the Most High does is done by specific instructions. That's why many of us are doing things that don't work, because we have not done things according to what the Most High expects. And that's the way to get things to work, is to thoroughly read and then execute what we read as we read it and not interject our own ideas. Matthew chapter 6 verse 5, and when thou prayest, thou shalt not be as the hypocrites are, for they love to pray standing in the synagogues and in the corners of the streets, that they may be seen of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. But thou, when thou pray, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, pray to thy Father which is in secret, and thy Father which see in secret shall reward thee openly. Yeshua, or Christ, is giving us specific examples on how to pray. Many of us override this by praying in the shower, praying openly in the street, praying in groups, on calls. But real prayer is done secretly in your own house, at set times, in your closet or in a closed space. Many of us don't have a closet big enough for us to fit in, but what he's talking about, in a closed space, in secret, with your head down, arms up. Matthew chapter 6 gives specific examples on how to pray. These should be followed to the letter. Don't interject your own ideas. Don't expound on this. Don't expand. Don't spin. Just do exactly what it says if you're looking to get the Most High's attention. 1 Chronicles 15:1. And David made him houses in the city of David, and prepared a place for the ark of Elohim, and pitched for it a tent. And David said, none ought to carry the ark of Elohim but the Levites, for them had the Most High chosen to carry the ark of Elohim, and minister unto him forever. And David gathered all Israel together to Jerusalem, to bring up the ark of the Most High unto his place, which he had prepared for it. And David assembled the children of Aaron and the Levites. And David called for Zadok and Abiathar the priests, and for the Levites, and for Uriel, Asaiah, and Joel, and Shemaiah, and Eliel, and Amminadab, and said unto them, Ye are the chief of your fathers of the Levites. Sanctify yourselves, both ye and your brethren, that you may bring up the ark of the Elohim of Israel unto the place that I have prepared for it. Because we did it not at the first, the Most High our Elohim made a breach upon us, for we sought him not after the due order. So the priests and the Levites sanctified themselves to bring up the ark of the Most High, the Elohim of Israel. Notice in verse 13, for because we did it not at the first, the Most High our Elohim made a breach upon us, for that we sought him not after the due order. He killed Uzza because he was never to touch the ark. When you read in Numbers, the Most High had ordered the priest to be the only one to touch the ark. Numbers chapter 4 verse 15. And when Aaron and his sons have made an end of covering the sanctuary and all the vessels of the sanctuary, as the camp is to set forward, after that the sons of Kohath shall come to bear it, but they shall not touch any of the holy thing, lest they die. These things are the burdens of the sons of Kohath in the tabernacle of the congregation. Back in Numbers, the Most High not only said you had to be a son of Levi to touch the ark, you had to be a son of Kohath, who was a descendant of Levi. These people were ordered to carry the ark forever, their bloodline. As I said in other videos, the Bible is about bloodlines. In verse 2, David said, none ought to carry the ark of Elohim but the Levites, and from them hath the Most High chose to carry the ark, to minister unto him forever. How did David know this now? He went back and he read, and they looked at it, and they studied it for a few months, and then they went to get the ark, not according to their best ideas, not according to the smartest person that was among them, but according to what they saw written. They went back and looked. Verse 13, because we did it not at the first, the Most High our Elohim made a breach upon us, for we sought him not after the due order. The due order is what was written back in Numbers. To sum this all up, the Most High is very particular and very peculiar. He likes things a certain way, and our job as followers of the Most High is to go back and read the entire book all the way through and study what he likes and what he doesn't like, so that we can be obedient children, not according to the smartest among us, not according to the most popular or the richest, but according to what we see written. It doesn't matter what everybody else is doing. The commandments must be followed. We all have rules at our job. There are rules to the NBA. When you went to college or if you went to a school, there were rules there that you have to be obedient to. It doesn't change with the Most High. We have to follow His rules according to what we see written, that we may be prosperous on our journey. That's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.